That's gonna go into the attic. I brought a bunch of paint chips. Oh my gosh. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and welcome to what is currently the guest room, but very soon to be the nursery. That is the process that we're starting today. Actually, honestly, it has already started. As you can see here behind me, we have a lovely little furniture set just for baby. Everything else here is still in guest room / storage space mode, and it's time to change that. There is not a lot that needs to happen in here. Aside from, you know, those cabinets, baby doesn't need much. He's not going to be sleeping in here for a long time, but I would just really like for this to be a typical nursery, I guess, more or less. Just a place where we can keep all of the baby stuff, where we can nurse, change baby, and obviously this is also going to be the future kids' rooms. And I want everything to be ready for when he does eventually move in here. So let me start by giving you an overview of what it currently looks like. So starting here on this wall, we have some furniture that we need to clear out. This wall is going to be wallpapered. I have a box there of wallpaper. It's a lovely print that is just one big image across the entire wall. And it's a lovely forest scene with the little animals, really, really cute. That's gonna be the focal point of the decor of this room, is this wallpaper. So we need to clear out this wall. This thing is gonna go into the utility room. That's gonna go into the attic, into the space where I store all of my fabrics and costumes and things like that. Then here we have our mirrored shoe cabinet. This was in the kitchen when we bought the house. We immediately took it out of the kitchen. I did want to keep it because, you know, shoe storage is great and it's a nice cabinet. So we took it upstairs, but unfortunately, as I was trying to change these knobs, as you can see, the mirror broke here. So it's been, yeah, not so nice looking anymore for a while now, and it's time to get rid of it. We don't really need this piece of furniture, and it's very heavy and unstable. It definitely cannot stay in this room. So yeah, we're gonna disassemble that, just get rid of it completely. We have workout gear in here, both here and in that basket and that one. So we need to figure out where we want to store this. So yeah, here we have baby's little corner. That box of shoes came out of there. I need to take that into the utility room as well, which has a little storage area. This is a pile of donations. This is our guest bed, and we're gonna leave this in here until baby actually starts using this room or starts sleeping in this room. So until it becomes a kid's room, we're gonna leave the bed so that we can still use it as a guest room. I think that would be really handy to have in that first period with a new child. But what I would like to do, since this bed is very angular and modern looking and honestly kind of dangerous with all of these sharp corners, I would really like to make it blend into the style of the room a little bit better, or the style that we're going for, give it a bit more of a rustic, vintagey vibe. So what I would really like to do is upholster this bed more or less. So I would like to make a bed skirt that covers the bottom here, make sure I can lift it so that I can still use these storage drawers, but yeah, a bed skirt, and then just a type of fabric covering for the headboard so that it all looks just a bit more kind, I guess, just softer, warmer, and not as harsh and angular. That's something I'm gonna be working on. That cabinet has to go. We don't really have a different function for it inside the house, so we're either gonna sell that, maybe bring it back to IKEA. They have this like return program where you can get some money for old furniture, but that's gonna have to go. That clock I think would be great in the office, so I'm gonna just hang that up in the office. Also doesn't go with the style of the nursery. A lot of the furniture in here is stuff that we brought from our apartment, which was decorated in a very different style than our current houses. That's why we can't necessarily reuse all of this furniture. It just doesn't really go with the style. So yeah, that's the plan. We need to clear out all of this extra furniture. We need to bring in some stuff for baby. I would like to get a really nice armchair in that corner, like a reading chair where I can sit and nurse and read to the baby. I'm thinking maybe a rocking chair or just a really nice armchair would be great to have in there. Other than that, furniture wise, I don't think we're gonna be getting too much in here for now. That's all the storage we need at the moment, and with that chair I think we're pretty much good. But of course, lots of accessories are gonna make it nice and cozy. Hang stuff on the wall, just make it a really nice and welcoming, warm place for babies. So I've made a list of everything that needs to happen, and it's not a lot, but it is stuff that is a little bit more physically taxing. So I think I should do it sooner rather than later, now that I'm still able to, before I can no longer bend over and reach stuff. Some of the things I will need my husband's help for, such as taking the furniture out of the room. But what I think I can do is just move all the furniture to the center and start by painting over this green strip that we have running along the bottom of the room. Since the wallpaper that I've chosen has a light background, I'm a little bit worried that if I stick it directly over this, you will see this transition because it's quite a big contrast. And we want to paint all of the other walls a really light green. So again, I think just to save ourselves some time, it would be best if I go over this green with at least one coat of just white. I have a big tub of white just sitting in the utility room that I can use right away. So if I just pull all the furniture into the center of the room, I can start by painting this over, and that's at least a little bit of prep work done. And then I can ask my husband to help me take out all of this extra furniture. So that's the plan for today. Taking a little break from the renovating here to tell you a little bit about today's sponsor, because this video is very kindly sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the place to be if you're looking to build yourself a website, a web store, some type of online presence. They are an online platform that allow you to build yourself a website with minimal knowledge, next to no knowledge of how to build websites, and they offer a very beginner friendly, easy and visual experience. How it works is you can either choose a template off of their website. They have templates in all different kinds of categories, pre-made websites, or you could even generate your own template through their template generator. From there you can go ahead and customize everything from the colors to the font to the images to the sections on the website, the features that you need, and everything is done in their Fluid engine, which is a super simple drag and drop system, so you can see exactly what you're doing when customizing your website. Works on desktop and mobile and really does take all the guesswork out of building a fantastic and functional website. So whether you're looking to sell through your website, take bookings, share a portfolio, communicate opening hours, or even blog posts, they have all of those features there and much more. So definitely worth playing around with a little bit. You can go to squarespace.com to start your free trial, and once you're ready to launch your website, you can go to squarespace.com/Loepsie and use code Loepsie to get 10% off of your first purchase of a website or domain. So huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to this nursery. It's wallpaper day. Now that the green strip is gone, the room looks downright dreary. I remember very well now why I decided to do that strip along the bottom. This room is just, it's very big and square and white. So it's time to change that. Wallpaper. I am so excited about this wallpaper, guys. We ordered it to the size of our wall, so hopefully that should be good and I won't have to, you know, cut a lot away. And here is a little sneak peek of the image. You can see it's a little woodland scene, very cute. And I think the process itself is pretty much the same. There's just no pattern, so it should be a little bit easier than the other wallpapers I've done. Let's get started. Now will you look at that? Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this wallpaper. This was a very good choice. I absolutely love it. I love how there's a lot going on at like little kid height there with all the little animals, but also up there, and it's just, oh, this looks like such a friendly forest. I actually spent quite a long time searching for a friendly friendly forest image, because a lot of them are just kind of unsettling or creepy, or some of the animals looked really like one of them had these, it's all clip art, so I think these exact same deer and a little bear, and then there was like this really aggressive looking wolf. And also I really wanted to have a forest floor, and many of them were like the tops of trees where it looks like you're kind of flying overhead, which also it's just kind of strangely unsettling. It doesn't feel like a warm hug, which is what I was going for, and this one does. So I'm very, very happy with the choice for the wallpaper. But now obviously we need to paint these walls, because it's not gonna stay like this. So I just went to the store. I brought this little cutting of the curtains that we have here. The curtains are gonna stay, and I think they will go very nicely with this wallpaper as well. But I wanted to find a paint that would match more or less these curtains, but maybe just a little bit lighter, because I feel like this could be pretty dark. So I brought a bunch of paint chips. This one was the best match I could find, but I think this on the wall here would just be too dark. I spent a lot of time contemplating, texted some people, and I ended up buying 2 paint samples, which I'm fairly sure I went for these 2 colors. Whoop. There we go. So this is a slightly cooler green and a slightly warmer green, I guess, or maybe slightly brighter and a slightly more muted green. So I have these little samplers here that I'm just gonna go ahead and get onto the wall, and then when my husband gets home he can take a look at it as well, determine which he likes better, and then we can choose one and start painting. And if none of these work, then we'll know when I have a bunch of other alternatives. But I think these should be okay, actually, one of those. Now comes the point where I have to figure out where where to put these samples, but I think I definitely want to do one right next to the wallpaper. One maybe closer to the window on this same wall, and then one on the opposite wall, and that should cover most color and light variations. Does the paint just come out? Oh, it's already coming out. Okay, okay. So let me get that on there. See, it's really funny because in store this looked like a beigey yellow. I mean, I know it was with the greens, and probably compared to other beiges and yellows it would have looked very green, but compared to all of the greens this was straight up yellow beige. But now it's on the wall, it's very much green. And one here towards the center of the wall, I guess. And then one on the opposite wall. Now let's pop the other color right next to it. Oh, that is very bright. Whew. Yeah, I don't think I'm very into this. Looking at them now, I don't actually think either of these is the right option. I feel like this wallpaper is much cooler than the colors we've chosen. This one looks straight up neon. This one is too yellow. They look very different against that white wall there, but still not loving it. I think we need to go back and find a cooler green. A few days have passed since I last spoke to you. Robert and I went back, got more paint samples. 2 more, in fact. So these were the 2 we got originally, and we ended up getting this one and this one. You can see it a little better on this white wall here. So that color and that color were the new ones. Now, I did mention I wanted to lean a little bit more muted, a bit more towards the grayish greens, because there is a lot of gray in this wallpaper, even though it doesn't seem that way at first glance. Robert wanted to keep the color much more fresh and happy. He just likes kind of, I wouldn't say brighter, but yeah, maybe brighter colors, I guess, for a kid's room, just not as gray as I was leaning. So that is our compromise. That's a color we both really like, and I think it would go great with the rest of the room. I also put it next to the wallpaper here just so that I can see how these greens would go together and if it wasn't gonna clash or anything, but I think this goes great. So yeah, that's the color we're gonna go for. I got a whole can of this. I guess it's time to get started. Let's get this on the entire wall, and I'm really excited to see what that will look like. I think it will be a very happy but still calming color, just perfect for a kid's room, for a baby's room. I think it will go really well with both the whites as well as the like wooden accents that we're gonna have in here. So yay! Okay, let's get it ready. Oh, I almost forgot to mention we were able to disassemble the mirrored shoe cabinet, so that is gone out of this room. We also took the calyx unit upstairs. All there's left in this room that's gonna go away eventually is this cabinet right here. Paint is on the wall, and I think it's safe to say that the base of this room is done, and I absolutely love the progress we've made in here and the direction that this is going. I am just, oh, I'm so excited. It looks like such a cute little baby's room, but also a room that is ready to grow with the child. Here is what it currently looks like, which is already so much different from the way we started out, but I feel like there is a lot to do still. The bare bones of this room are finished. We have a nice base. Love the wallpaper, absolutely obsessed with the wallpaper. Love the color that we chose for the wall. It's a super sweet baby green, exactly the shade that we were hoping for. But it is so bare. This is a very big room, big enough for several bigger children. And right now it feels very big for just one tiny baby. But I definitely have some plans as to how to make this better. So first of all, obviously the reading chair is gonna go in this corner right here, and I've picked out a really nice gigantic one, a really big one. Like, it's almost a couch, honestly. Can't wait to order that. We haven't fully decided yet if that is the one, but if it is, then it's gonna go here. Create a cozy little reading nook. We decided to keep this shelf in here because it's actually surprisingly sturdy. It's one of my earliest pieces of furniture. I bought this when I just moved out of my parents' house. And it's still going strong, and it is much heavier than you would think, so it's not something that can just topple over, and it is very nicely kid height. So I feel like in the early stages, when he starts to, you know, grab things and be a little bit more independent, this will be a great shelf to have for him. So we're leaving that in here. So this is obviously the changing station and just the general baby storage at the moment. I plan to completely fill up these walls with just more, and I feel like we need to bring in lots of wood tones into this room, because these walls, as much as I love the color, I feel like it needs to be a background to things in front of it. We already have one thing, which is this shelf right here, and I think this is gonna look adorable right around here over the changing station. And we can hang some cute baby clothes here, maybe display some things on top. I think that would be so cute. But I'm gonna wait to hang that up until we've fully 100% decided where this furniture is gonna go, so that I can make sure that it's centered, you know? And then around that, I would like to hang maybe lots of picture frames with art. Yeah, just get a lot on the wall, maybe more shelves, or maybe on the opposite wall we can do more shelves. But I definitely feel like this room needs to be decked out a little bit more. And I'm sure that's gonna happen fairly soon. I also want to look for all of my old mushroom decorations. I don't know if you guys have been following me for long enough, but I used to have all of this kind of autumnal decoration in my room. And I had a bunch of little like mushrooms that I would decorate with, and I'm fairly sure I have those somewhere in the attic. So I would like to place those around the room. I think that would be really cute. Oh, I don't actually think... Did I just go this whole video without mentioning the theme of the nursery? Yeah, we're going for Enchanted Forest as a theme. Right now I feel like the forest translates pretty well. The enchanted part we need to work on, but it's not gonna be a problem. We need gnomes in here. We have a dragon already, of course. The mushrooms are gonna be great, but yeah, we need to bring the magic into the forest. We also need a rug. It's kind of echoey in here, even though we're not going to be adding that much more furniture, so we definitely need a rug. There's just the tiny rug from my studio apartments. I'm thinking probably beige or brown would be nice. Maybe something with a print could be fun. But it's beginning to take shape and I am so excited with the direction this is headed. Absolutely love it. We're also considering maybe getting different curtains because the gray is a bit dreary. And I think maybe, like, again, a darker beige would look great. It's not super necessary. I mean, these are functional, so for now I think we're gonna leave them as they are. I will have more videos about this nursery. Definitely gonna show you the completed thing once it's all ready, because I have a feeling that this is gonna transform a lot still. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for being here with me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see how we finish this room and also all of the other things that I'll be up to in the upcoming months. There's another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you so much once again for being here, guys, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!